Phitness, Phil. Disrespect, I break your neck and then I flex.
So all I've got actually is coffee, but I hope you enjoy a few pints with the lads tonight. Up the rah!
I was born on the double and...
My dick hurts. Yeah, okay, my dick hurts. Woo, my pee-pee. Good morning, everyone. DSP here, and welcome to the DSP Morning Show for Wednesday, the 24th of June, 2026. We are halfway through my streaming week. It's been a great week so far. Great progress in all the games that we've been playing. Chill vibes, and a lot of cards were ripped. That's right. We have one big topic to cover this morning. It has been a hot topic for a while. Everyone has been talking about, is Grand Theft Auto 6 actually coming out this year? And if it is, when is the game available for pre-order? And what are the tiers and pricing? Well, ladies and gentlemen, this morning, Rockstar announced all of this information publicly. And so what we will be doing is covering this information today on the show so you know all about it. However, you may say, well, this is going to be a real quick segment, right? There's not much to talk about. I'm sure there'll be a couple tiers of pricing and maybe a collector's edition or something. And then, that's it. Oh, no. Because guess what? It's a scam. And I wish that that was like an exaggeration. I wish that I was basically telling you something for like clickbait when I say that. I'm actually not. Looking at the situation and the information that just hit the internet a few hours ago, unless things change, Rockstar may actually be attempting to pull the biggest mass scam in gaming history. If you're not even aware of this scam, you may be a victim of it and get locked into something you weren't even aware existed. An update, sadly, it's not a good update. In regards to that weird YouTube chat freezing that was happening a couple days ago, it's still happening. And it's not good, okay? Just to be honest with all of you, it sucks that this is happening. What am I talking about? So, malicious parties found a way to go into YouTube chats, not just mine, but all of the YouTube chats of anyone who streams on YouTube, okay? And they actually found a way to freeze the chat room permanently, and you can't unfreeze it. So literally no one can talk. It basically ruins the chat for everyone. Okay? It's not just like, oh, you're trolling the streamer. No one can enjoy the chat. All right? And there's no way to fix it. You can't close the chat and open the chat. You can't change the settings of the chat. The chat is just dead. Now, the only way to fix it is to actually shut down the entire stream, make a whole new stream from scratch, and stream on that one. Okay? It's terrible. It really is a horrendous bug or exploit or hack or whatever it is, because no one's actually sure how it works right now. Why people are doing it is just to be malicious. Like, literally, at first, it seemed like people were trying to scam people and be like, hey, click here to unfreeze your chat, and you click and then they get a keylogger on your computer or whatever. But at this point, I think people are just doing it to be malicious jerks. Okay? So sadly, this happened again yesterday. Now, I had already changed my chat to 1 week sub-only mode back on Sunday, and that seemed to fix the problem. Then all of a sudden yesterday, it happened again. So then I turned a chat into a 2 week sub-only mode, and it happened again. Then I went to 1 month sub-only mode, and since then it hasn't happened again. So it very well could be there's a couple malicious parties out there that have been subbed to my channel for a bit, and they were able to keep having it happen. But now that I went to the 1 month sub-only mode, now they can't chat, therefore they can't freeze the chat. Okay? Let's hope this bought us some time. Let's hope this bought us maybe a couple of weeks. And hopefully now YouTube can get on this and fix it. But knowing YouTube, probably not. To give you guys some perspective here, okay? YouTube is finally in August going to fix the regional pricing for memberships. For those who don't know about this one, this has been going on for something like 5+ years, where YouTube has different pricing for memberships on the site dependent on where you live, geographically. So if you live in the United States, my membership should cost $3.99. But apparently, if you lived in Argentina, my memberships cost less than 5 cents. I want you to think about that. $4 versus 5 cents. That's kind of a discrepancy. And the problem is people were abusing this. They were using VPNs to pretend like they lived somewhere else to mass buy memberships, gift them out at literally zero value to the streamer. And now memberships just don't have any intrinsic value anymore. They're worthless. So because of that, people have been complaining for years and years. Apparently enough people finally complained. I'm going to guess enough big YouTubers finally got together and complained. YouTube is fixing that issue in August. In fact, they are outright scaling everything properly again. So no exaggeration, if you live in Argentina, you'll actually have to pay $4 USD in order to get a membership, which like it should have been all along. Okay, so no more of the VPN abuse. All of the regions are being fixed. I actually saw the grid yesterday. All of the regional pricing is being fixed. In August, no more fake memberships. That's amazing. That actually means that perhaps at some point I could use memberships for something other than just, hey, support the channel. Maybe I could do content around memberships and stuff, which I never could do because memberships were worthless. Okay? Anyway, the point I'm making here, that exploit existed for 5 years. It took YouTube 5 years to figure this out and to decide they finally wanted to close this loophole. So now with this chat freeze thing, can you imagine how long it could possibly take YouTube to fix this one? Seriously. And the thing is, I get nervous. Like right now, no one has typed in chat for a minute. Now someone just did. It makes me nervous. Because when people aren't chatting, I'm like, did someone freeze my chat again? And I'm an interactive streamer, right? I need to be able to talk with you guys. I can't just run the stream and do it for myself. The whole point of me streaming is interacting. Which, you know, at first I didn't. For 3-4 years, I streamed and acted like you guys didn't exist, which was incredibly asinine. And of course, I saw the error of my ways. Now for nearly a decade, I've been an interactive streamer. But one of the big attractive things about streaming is the interaction with the audience, being able to talk with you guys about whatever topic we're discussing, getting your live feedback, being able to, you know, shout out support. Imagine if I can't do any of that because the chat's just frozen, right? So let's hope for the best, okay? Let's hope that this does actually update soon. Let's hope that YouTube can fix things and get it so that the chat is not just constantly freezing. Because if the chat is constantly freezing, it's going to be an absolute nightmare. You know, just being honest here. And I'm hoping for the best. I'm hoping that things will be fixed. You know, in that regard. Also, something else weird is happening on YouTube. You guys aren't aware of it at all. YouTube completely changed the dashboard. And you might say, well, what does that mean? So YouTube has a dashboard for content creators. And on the dashboard, it showed things like, is your video monetized? How many views did your video get? How many likes did your video get? You know, stuff like that. So YouTube redid it as of yesterday, okay? And it's nice because they're like, oh, at a glance, you'll now be able to see how much money you're making on all of your content. You know, it'll update live and you'll be able to see, oh, look, you made this much on this stream. You made, you know, this much on this stream. You got this kind of interaction on this stream. So at a glance, it looks like, wow, this is a good improvement to my dashboard. This will really help, you know, overall be able to see live how things are going. Except, according to YouTube, I made $0 on that stream. The super chats exist. Like, I go into my super chat history and they're all there. But then the stream claims it has $0 of revenue. So you better hope that YouTube fixes this shit. Because if they don't, no one on YouTube at all is going to make any money. Because they're claiming everyone made $0. I'm going to assume they're going to fix it. But it's kind of stupid. You know, again, they launched something new. They claim big improvements, everybody. And it's actually worse. Like, I'll give you an example. So it's claiming that the videos that I put out back on Sunday, okay? So we're talking the Mina the Hollower video, the Daily Wrap, the morning, or not morning show, the Level 1 podcast, and the Pokemon gameplay, all right, that I all did on Sunday. It shows all the money I made. I made a few bucks on this one, made $5 on this video, made $4 on this video. Then it claims my videos that I put out on Monday only made $1 each, despite the fact that they have similar views. It's claiming that the videos that I put out of Trade Card Game Shop Simulator, TCG Card Shop Simulator from 2 nights ago have made 5 cents. But people were super chatting, people were contributing the entire time. How could it be 5 cents? So again, I think they screwed it all up, and I do hope that it fixes. But again, this is another case of, these people at YouTube think that they're so smart, and they change the business, and they think it's for the better, but nothing works. And then it takes them a while to get caught up and fix everything to actually be how it was supposed to be originally. It's a joke because you would think, oh my God, they're like $1 billion company. The smartest people on the planet, Ivy League educated, work at YouTube and Google. They should be on top of this shit. Like, no, they're actually stupid. Like, I hate to say it. There's a difference between book smart and street smart. They probably all are great at like sitting there coding and shit. And outside of that, they have absolutely no concept of how to run a business. They don't understand how people actually use the website. They don't know what works, what doesn't, and they likely don't test anything. Whenever they launch something new, very much so, we, the content creators, are the guinea pigs. So who's to say that this new chat freezing issue isn't the result of they've changed or updated something and screwed it all up? And now they have to find a way to fix it on the back end. That regional pricing for memberships, I'm sure that had good intentions at first, but they waited 5 years to fix an exploit that screwed over entire businesses. Like, I could have had tons more memberships if they had any value. I could have been making members-only content, early release content. I could never do that because my memberships could be bought for 5 cents. You see? So, who knows what's going to happen with any of this moving forward. I really hope that they fix this thing, because the thing is, we're getting to the end of the month now. Okay? And what happens is YouTube cuts off earnings at the end of every month, and then they summarize, they like add them all together, and they say, here's what you made for the month, and then they pay you the next month. Since it's near the end of the month, they're going to cut it off. Are they going to say, oh, the whole last week of the month, Phil made no money because none of his videos or streams make anything because we changed the dashboard, it doesn't work? I hope not, but it's going to be a problem if they don't fix it. I think they will, but it's just stupid, okay? More packs of Pokemon cards than ever before. I think on the first stream, we opened like 22. And on the second stream, we opened 2. So 24 freaking packs of cards in one day. We opened half the box of the Mega Evolution that we opened in the morning. We just opened the box and opened half the packs. And then we opened 4 of the Ultra Premium packs that I have lined up here too that have chances to have really, expensive cards in them. So, absolutely insane. Am I expecting that every day? Absolutely. I've already had to order another box of Pokemon cards because I know that if we keep blowing through these at this rate within another day or two, because I don't think we're going to do half the box today, but another few days, we'll probably be done with this box maybe by the end of the week. So I've already got another one on order to replace that one. Okay? And what's hilarious is you got idiots here saying, oh, it's because of Asmongold. So I guess you weren't on the streams then. No one came to my stream and supported the stream because Asmongold said something about me yesterday. It was actual regular supporters. People who I know. Now, they all say they're anonymous because they don't want to be trolled on the internet, but it was people who like what I've been doing recently and supported the streams. So you have no idea what you're talking about. There was no influx of support because Asmongold talked about me. You're an idiot. It's because people liked the content and they wanted to keep going, so they supported it in droves, and it was very much appreciated. So again, thank you everyone yesterday who supported my streams. Am I expecting that we're going to get tons of support like that today? Absolutely. I was frozen today. I can't just be successful. I can't. It's not because of anything I've done. It's always because of some ridiculous outside factor that was just random chance. It's not that I'm actually doing something that people have enjoyed and now want to see more of and they want to support. No, Phil could never come up with that kind of idea. It's only because Asmongold decided to cover him today. No, I literally received 0 support yesterday because Asmongold covered me. 0. Okay? I got support because people liked the Pokemon stuff. We were talking about it on the morning show, and then people were like, oh, well, we'll support it, so he'll do it, and then I did it. It's that simple. Okay? The late stream had nothing to do with Pokemon at all. People still supported in droves because they liked the content. Do you see? If you didn't know, it seems like there's a scam involved. I'm not kidding when I say it looks like Rockstar is trying to pull a giant fast one on the entire gaming community at large. And because GTA is such a big game, because undoubtedly so many people are going to pre-order this game just on the basis of it being Grand Theft Auto, they may actually pull off the biggest scam in gaming history, and people might not even be aware. Much better. Okay. My apologies for this being so bright. It's a white screen, right? So, Grand Theft Auto 6 pre-orders are officially announced. Let's talk all about them. So, launching November 19th, the PlayStation 5 and Xbox Series X and S. That's right, 100% confirmed. No PC launch for Grand Theft Auto 6. Despite the fact that almost every major game now has a simultaneous PC console launch, they decided we're not going to do that. You might say, well, why were they going to hold off? It's very simple. They want to sell the game twice. So they want everyone to buy it either on a PlayStation 5 or an Xbox first, and then maybe 6 months down the road, maybe 8 months down the road, you know what they're going to do? They're going to sell it again when they put it out on PC. Oh, now it has the best graphics and the best performance. So fully expect everyone to rush and buy this in November, and then PC gamers to rush and buy it again the next year. Double profits for Rockstar, right? So it is absolutely confirmed the launch price will be $79.99. That's right. Remember, a lot of people were wondering how much it was going to be. The rumor was, what the hell did I just do? I don't even know. The rumor was they were going to make this $100. And it was going to be the first mainstream video game that was going to sell for $100. And everyone said Rockstar could pull that off. That if they sell GTA 6 for $100, they'll actually make it. People will buy it anyway because it's GTA and people have been waiting so long. They're going to buy it for that much anyway. Well, they did not sell it for $100. They're selling it for $80. $80. That pricing sounds familiar. What was the last major AAA game to try to be sold for $80 base price? Oh yeah, Mario Kart World. That's right. At the launch of the Switch 2 last year, Mario Kart World sold for $79.99. Now, Nintendo tried to spin this in a way, acting like, oh, well, Mario Kart World has so much content and is the biggest Mario Kart ever, it justifies the extra $10 price that we're adding to it for seemingly no reason. They said that Mario Kart World would have an amazing, open, innovative, and immersive world with all this extra content and all of this amazing stuff. Now, anyone who played Mario Kart World already knows that's complete bullshit. They lied. Nintendo mismarketed their game to try to justify an extra $10 of profit that they easily pocketed because this was the launch title for Switch 2 and everyone bought it. Mario Kart World does have an open world and it's completely empty. There's no point to doing anything in it because it doesn't unlock anything in the game of any significance. It's just a time waster. There's no campaign. There's no reason to ever do any open world content. You just drive around between races, wasting your time. So really, Nintendo ripped everyone off at the launch of Switch 2 for $10 extra. And arguably, people who have played Mario Kart World all agree it's actually the worst Mario Kart in recent history. It's a really bad game. So yeah, Nintendo definitely pulled a fast one on its customer base. So, comparing that with the launch of Grand Theft Auto 6, I mean, GTA 6 is one of the most, if not the most anticipated games of all time. Arguably, we know that it's going to have tons of content, and eventually we'll probably have a free Grand Theft Auto Online mode that will be included as part of the game. Can you justify the $79.99 price tag? Maybe. It really depends. Like, if GTA 6 comes out and it's actually shorter than GTA 5 was, then is it worth an extra $10? Is it because of inflation, perhaps? You say, well, pricing now is different. Money's not worth as much. I don't know. But like I said, Rockstar easily could have sold this for $100, and I feel like it would have sold for $100. So them selling it for $80, I guess maybe they feel like they can get a little bit extra out of the, gaming populace, but maybe they can't go too crazy right now, especially, again, because of inflation. Everyone's wallets are a little tight. So that's kind of interesting. However, there is a Ultimate Edition that they are selling for $99.99. So wait, they are selling the game for $100, right? So you might say, well, what's included in the Ultimate Edition that's not included with the Standard Edition? Good question. Let's find out. Because Rockstar updated their website to show all of the Ultimate Edition content to see what you're going to be getting for an extra $20. Here it is, the Ultimate Edition. Learn more. So what will you get? Let me show you. You'll get this, a car. You'll get this, guns. You'll get this, personalized variants of guns. What else will you get? Clothes. Well, you'll also get new safe house vehicles. You'll get a Ganado retro build car and Ride Out Customs, so more cars. You'll get hair. That's right, hair. You'll get hair to put on your characters. Amazing. You'll get the Shih Tzu Squallow. I know you want the Shih Tzu Squallow. Who doesn't want a Shih Tzu Squallow? I have 3 of them in my backyard already. I can't wait to have a 4th. The stock 305 clothing store. Who wouldn't want that leopard print? Who wouldn't want that? What is that thing called? I forget what those are called. Who wouldn't want the 67 Vapid Dominator buggy? Amazing. How about the electric fang tattoo? I want 3 or 4 of those on my body. Now, I'm too much of a wimp to get them in real life, but now I can have them in the game. Who doesn't want electric fang tattoos? Now we're, oh my God. One-eyed Willie. Now they've done it. Everything else up to now was just the icing on the cake. When you're telling me that in the Ultimate Edition of GTA 6, I could have One-Eyed Willie, I gotta bite. Okay? Are you seeing a pattern? You see the pattern, right? Good time gear. Oh, PTT Youngins Illegal Goods Store, huh? Classic car collection. Okay, wait a minute. Hold on. It's $20 extra. So what you're telling me is for $20 extra, you're just going to give me some very simple customizable things that aren't needed for the game, because if you don't buy them, you're not going to have them. You can still play the game. It's not like, oh, you need these to complete the game, or these are going to cheat in the game. No, they're just going to be like visual things. You know what I'm saying? You know, any game that has microtransactions, you can buy skins, you can buy new cars. Exactly what it is. So what they've done is they're monetizing the kind of similar stuff that you would buy for GTA Online, and they're turning it into content for GTA 6's single-player game. Does that make sense? It's not going to matter. Like, who cares if you have extra hairstyles, a classic car, or One-Eyed Willie? It's the same game. Normally, this kind of content would just be a pre-order bonus. You pre-order the game, you get the bonus content, so there's incentive to pre-order the game. In this case, they're charging you $20 extra for simple customizables that don't matter and won't really affect the game. Is that content worth $20 to you? It's up to your own discretion. For me, I really don't think at all I need any of that content. I don't think I'm spending money on it. Like, I doubt I'm even going to care. I'm just going to grab the car out of the street like everybody else and drive it around. I'm just going to slap some clothes on quickly. I'm not going to spend hours in my wardrobe. So why do I want to spend $20 extra to have this stuff? The answer is, I don't. Now you might say, well, that's the Ultimate Edition, right? Well, what about the Collector's Edition? What Collector's Edition? There is none. At least as of now, as of this morning, there's no Collector's Edition. They haven't announced one. There's no statue. There's no car. There's no money bag or San Andreas hat like they had for GTA 5. None. It doesn't exist. Maybe there will be down the line and they just haven't announced it yet. But as of now, there's nothing. So if you're one of those people that really likes GTA and you couldn't wait, you wanted to spend the extra money to get some cool collectibles and get the special edition, you think maybe it'll be worth something someday, it doesn't exist. Okay? Now, remember how I just said, oh, usually skins or these kind of things in game are for pre-orders. Well, they are. Because if you pre-order the game before November 19th, I think it is, you will get the Vintage Vice City pack. You might say, well, what is that? Well, essentially what they've tried to do is combine some of the retro stuff from the actual GTA Vice City universe into this game. The outfit that kind of looks like one of the outfits that would have been worn in Scarface. Or, you know, this guy kind of looks like Magnum PI or something like that, right? So what do you get? The 55 Vapid Stanier car There it is. The outfits and hairstyles that look like they're straight out of the 1980s. And some guns, I guess. Again, oh, you're the original Kingpin. Again, pattern inspired by Tommy Vercetti's iconic Pawn Tree button-up. That's it. That's what you get for pre-ordering the game. Okay? So, you can spend $80 and get the base game. If you pre-order the game, you get the Vice City outfits and the guns. And if you spend $20 extra, you get a whole bunch of extra outfits, hair, and cars. That's it. Okay? That's it. Okay? Now, as you can see here, I want to call out something because there's two critical things that were announced this morning that a lot of people haven't noticed yet. Okay? So first off, players who pre-ordered the digital versions can preload the game on November 12th. That way you're ensured that you have the game ready to launch on November 19th. I guess that's nice. You want to be able to preload the game early so it's ready to go and you can play it as soon as it unlocks. It's probably what I'm going to do. However, are you ready for this? The physical version of Grand Theft Auto 6 containing a download code of the game in the box will be available starting November 12th, 2026 to support preloading. Did you hear what they just said? You can actually buy the physical version of Grand Theft Auto 6 on November 12th. You can actually own GTA 6 physically a week before it actually can be played. I mean, you might say, well, how is that possible? Why would they sell the game a week early? People will play it early. Oh no, because the game's not in the box. You're literally buying an empty box with a download code inside that you then put into your console so you can pre-download the game and wait just like everybody else to play it at midnight, your local time, on the actual release date. So even if you buy the physical copy of the game, you don't own the physical copy of the game. All you own is a download code for it. That's a huge issue for a lot of people. I mean, particularly right now. One of the big things going on is the Stop Killing Games movement, where a group of people are trying to force governments to redo their own laws to make it so that when these companies sell you a game digitally, they can't just decide one day to shut down the game and now you have no access to it anymore. People more and more are leaning toward, we really want to have a physical copy of our games so that we know that we own something, rather than you just deciding one day to delete the license or change the online capabilities and now we can't play the games that we bought anymore. So the fact that the biggest game arguably in gaming history is saying we don't want to do physical copies and we don't care, no disc for you, codes only, is a huge statement. This is something that I have seen coming a long time, and I've been talking about this for years and years, that I foresaw that game developers and publishers and producers were going to phase out physical media within the next 5 years. Okay? 100%. This is exactly what they are planning to do. These game manufacturers and or publishers no longer want to make a box, art, and discs because that's extra production cost for them. The internet has now advanced to the point it's easy to digitally download any game. And let's be very honest here. Even when you buy a physical copy of a game, you're not buying a physical copy of a game anyway. You are buying a license to play the game. And even if it had a physical disc in it, the game is not even on the disc. When you put that disc into your console or into your PC, if your PC even has a CD drive anymore, all it does is trigger the game to actually download from the internet. So, yeah, this is huge. There is no actual physical disc included with GTA 6, and everyone on the internet's talking about it and freaking out about it. Is this the end of true game ownership? Since GTA 6, the biggest game in over a decade, won't have a physical disc, does this mean every other company will now use this as their justification to follow suit and say, we don't need to give you a disc either. Everyone from now on just gets a code and you'll like it or just don't play our games? I'll be honest. Yes, I actually 100% foresee that's what's going to happen. I think every major company will now use this as their justification to say, we don't need to give you a disc anymore. You're not getting one. Don't ask for one. So consoles now will only be digital devices. PCs, let's be honest, have been solely digital devices for a while. I mean, I've had my gaming PC for 2 years. I've never put a disc in it. It doesn't have a disc drive, right? So PC gamers already are there, but now console gamers are getting a big slap of reality right in the face with the launch of GTA 6. The days of physical copies are done. If you're a collector and you love the feel of physical, it's over. If anything, right now, things like the Stop Killing Games movement actually are more important than ever, because since it seems like the entire industry is now going all digital, we're going to need someone fighting for the rights of gamers to make sure that these companies don't try to pull out the rug from under us and steal all of our licenses and access to games that we're buying digitally. Now, as controversial as that sounds, as crazy as that sounds, and as wild as that sounds, that's actually not the biggest thing that's going on that people should be aware of with GTA 6. In fact, what I'm seeing is that the biggest, most scandalous, most shocking thing that's going on with the launch of GTA 6 is slipping under the rug, and no one's really talking about it because everyone's talking about the fact that there's no physical disc. What am I talking about? Are you ready for this? Read this paragraph in the middle that most people are skimming over. All right? All Grand Theft Auto 6 pre-orders and purchases before November 20th will include a vintage Vice City pack, a collection of items that flash back to when the neon burned brightest, alongside a free month of GTA Plus for digital pre-orders, which will be the best way to get the most out of the ever-evolving world of GTA Online and instantly redeemable, so that players can jump into Grand Theft Auto 5 and other classic Rockstar titles as part of the GTA Plus games library. Wait, what? Most people are just skimming through that and then getting to the disc part, and they don't, oh, there's no disc, I'm so pissed. Did you hear what they just said? Along with the launch of GTA 6, they're launching a new service. It's called GTA Plus. Okay? GTA Plus is a new service by which they're saying they're going to provide GTA Online and all of its updates, plus a catalog of classic GTA content, including Grand Theft Auto 5 and other Rockstar titles through a subscription service. And they're going to give you a month of that service for free when you actually subscribe. Well, that's interesting. It's an interesting concept. And I know that it's been a thing already. Like, people are like, oh, it's already a thing. You're right. But never has it actually been, like, pushed or put out there in this manner. Like, most people don't even know GTA Plus exists. Okay? This is going to say, if you pre-order GTA 6, you just get GTA Plus for free. Oh, well, that's cool. I get something for free? Ha ha ha, wait a minute. Did you actually think you're going to get something for free and there's no strings attached? You must be born yesterday, right? Like, you must really be ignorant and gullible if you actually think that Rockstar has good intentions and they're just going to give you something for free. Okay? Ladies and gentlemen, allow me to present to you what I feel is one of the biggest, if not the biggest scam in gaming history. You ready for this? People went into the details for the pre-order and found this statement. Pre-order Grand Theft Auto 6 and get 1 month of GTA Plus on PlayStation 5 at no extra cost. Subscription continues until canceled. What? Subscription continues until canceled. But when did I subscribe? When did I actively say I want a subscription? When I pre-order GTA 6, I'm telling you I want GTA 6. You're saying you're just going to include a month of GTA Plus, this subscription service, for free, gratis, right? Oh, we're doing you a favor. Here, have it for a month. See if you like it. Great. When did I say that I wanted a subscription service to GTA Plus? Never. All I want is to pre-order GTA 6. Well, guess what? You can't. Rockstar is making it a mandatory bundle that if you pre-order Grand Theft Auto 6, you have to get GTA Plus included, and you have to actively remember to cancel the subscription If you don't, they're going to automatically start billing you for it after the promotional month runs out. Ladies and gentlemen, I don't think I've heard of a bigger scam in my entire life. Because how many people are going to pre-order this game, okay? And then they're going to be like, oh, it's a freebie. I get something free. And then they get billed the next month. And they're going to be like, what is this charge? Or how many people won't even notice? How many people will pre-order the game? Oh, I get something for free, right? And then next month and the next month and the next month, they're getting billed for an online subscription service they're not even aware that they have. I mean, a lot of people might not even jump into it right away and maybe want to check it out later, but you're going to get billed for it only a month after. I wonder how much it is. You notice here on this screen, they don't even mention at all how much it costs. So what's going to happen is thousands and thousands of people are going to buy this pre-order. I mean, we're probably talking hundreds of thousands, maybe millions. They're going to get, oh, it's free. Oh, let me get my free. I'm going to get all kinds of freebies. Enter this code. I entered the code. You're screwed. You just got hooked into a subscription you had no clue you were getting into. And Rockstar is going to bill you for it until you realize you just signed up for it and you cancel actively. Oh, for the record, do you really think they're going to make it easy to cancel? Did you ever try to cancel one of these subscription services and see how many hoops they make you go through? You got to go through endless screens. You got to talk to 7 people on the phone. It's not easy. Now, I'm not saying that's exactly what they're going to do because I don't know, but this is a scam. There's literally, absolutely, positively no reason whatsoever for them to have this bundled with the pre-order of GTA 6. If anything, what should happen is, let's say you pre-order GTA 6, okay? Now, what should happen is there's a follow-up opportunity where they say, hey, do you want to play GTA Online? Well, guess what? If you actively choose to subscribe to GTA Plus, you're going to get all this content in GTA Online monthly. Also, you'll get access to GTA 5. Maybe you'll get some retro GTA games and other Rockstar content, but you have to click here. It's a separate download. It's a separate thing. They shouldn't be bundling it mandatorily with Grand Theft Auto 6. And the worst part is, again, they're just going to end up billing this right to whatever you paying for GTA 6 with. So you may not even realize you're paying for it right away. That's ridiculous. There is no reason whatsoever for them to be doing this at all. Besides, they want to actually try to be deceptive and scam people out of money. I'm shocked because, to be honest with you, if this is as deceptive as it seems, I think they might be sued. Like, there might be hundreds of thousands, millions of people who accidentally sign up for this subscription not knowing what they're doing, and then they get billed for it. Like, I didn't want to get billed. I never really agreed to this. What is this? So, I'm curious what's going to happen, right? How many people are going to be in an uproar, or people won't even notice? I don't know. All right, but yeah, I mean, think about it. Most people who buy Grand Theft Auto are not hardcore mainstream gamers who follow along this kind of stuff. GTA is going to be arguably the biggest video game of all time. You're going to have casual gamers, hardcore gamers, and everywhere of every level in between jumping in to buy this game. They're not going to read all the fine print. They're not going to know that when they say, here's something free, that you're going to have to cancel it or else you're going to get billed for it. No one's going to pay attention to that. And okay, you might say, well, listen, buyer beware. The consumer has to be careful. If someone gets fooled, it's not really a scam. All right. Okay, fair enough. You have to be in the modern age of 2026. Maybe you have to be ultra protective and really read all the fine print on everything that you do in life, because there's so many opportunities for companies to try to get you with stuff like this. But for me, the way I see it, Rockstar knows what they're doing. They know that their game is going to sell mainstream. They absolutely know that you are going to buy GTA 6. No matter who you are, as long as you play video games, you're getting this game. So they know by doing this, they're going to make tons of extra money. Even if it's 5%, 2% of the player base who accidentally subscribes, doesn't realize they're going to get billed, they're still going to make that money. They don't care. There's no reason whatsoever for them to do this at all. This should be, in my opinion, a completely separate service. This shouldn't even be offered till the game is downloaded, booted, and maybe then when you're in the game, it'll say, hey, just so you know, we offer a service called GTA Plus. If you really like this game and you want subscription content, or maybe you want to play GTA Online, you could do it here. Click here, and then actively say, yes, I want to subscribe. Not, oh, we're giving it to you for free because you pre-ordered. Everyone just gets it. Enjoy free stuff. And the next thing you know, you're getting billed for it. I literally can't believe it. I'm shocked. I'm appalled. And it's funny because people here in chat are saying, well, how are they going to bill you? They have your information. You pre-ordered the game. You already gave them your money. You see, you gave them your credit card. You have a default payment on file. How do you think that they're going to bill you for the subscription? How you bought GTA 6 online, regular pre-order. However you paid for your pre-order will be the method. They're just going to bill you for the subscription.
I need banana, tasty banana.